all, it's Kevin Shaken again, and today's topic is one that can cause lots of problems if it impacts you, and that is COBRA and Medicare. So we've encountered a lot of clients who've come to us confused after finding out that they must have Medicare Parts A and B as primary coverage with COBRA. Unfortunately, it's a problem that's fairly common, and what's important to understand is that COBRA after age 65 does not work the same way as COBRA prior to the age of 65. So let's go ahead and review how COBRA does and does not work with Medicare. If you're under 65 when you go on to COBRA coverage, that COBRA coverage will end when you turn 65 years old. Therefore, you should enroll in Medicare Parts A and B during your initial enrollment period, which begins 3 months prior to your 65th birth month. Now, if you're over 65 and you have Medicare Part A only, you will need to get Part B immediately before allowing your coverage with your current employer to end or to transition to COBRA coverage. Medicare Parts A and B would be your primary payer of claims, and COBRA would be your secondary payer of claims in this scenario. Now, if you had Medicare Parts A and B prior to being offered COBRA, you can enroll in COBRA as your secondary payer if you wish. It's important to note, though, that COBRA coverage is usually way more costly than it was as employer coverage. So it's not typically a good long-term arrangement, and you'll want to transition off of COBRA and onto additional Medicare coverage sooner rather than later. And additionally, under any scenario involving COBRA, you want to make sure your COBRA is creditable for Part D prescription drug coverage. We recommend contacting your employer or COBRA administrator to get an accurate answer to address this important concern. It's important that you do your homework when it comes to being offered COBRA after age 65. So taking proactive steps to learn about Medicare enrollment and effectively managing your coverage is your responsibility. By acquiring accurate information and promptly taking appropriate measures, you can effectively prevent coverage gaps and shield yourselves from potentially burdensome claims. So if you have questions or concerns about how to successfully navigate this COBRA and Medicare relationship, as always, you can reach out, or anything Medicare at all. We're happy to help and help you walk safely through it. No more and stress less. Reach out anytime.